Salve! Welcome to this video lesson on Fabulae Syrae, chapter 27. And we're starting with the story of Minos, or as we call him in English. This is a Cretan king, of course, where the name of the Minotaur came from. Minos Rex, King Minos, qui Cretam insulam regebat, who ruled the island of Crete. Ibi magnam et pulchram regiam, multo servos magnam pecuniam habebat. There had a great and beautiful palace. A regia is a domus regis, that is the house of a king, thus we would call it a palace. Many slaves, multo servos, and big money, magnam pecuniam. Itaque, and so, superbus factus erat, he had become or had been made haughty, arrogant. Atque deus omnes sibi favere putabat, and he thought that all the gods favored him, seque ab iis omnia petere posse, and that he could seek all things from them. So basically he thought he was so favored by the gods, he could get whatever he wanted. Me prae ceteris mortalibus beatum esse censo, I think that I am blessed, beatum esse, more than or beyond the rest of mortals, prae ceteris mortalibus. De ianem me amat, for the gods love me. Inquit, he says, sianem a deis peto, for if I seek from the gods, that is to say, if I ask the gods, ut mihi donum dent, that they should give me a gift, statim donum ad me mittunt, they immediately send the gift to me. Olem, once upon a time, multis hominibus spectantibus, with many people watching, ambulatum exiit, he went out to walk, et ora maris petivit, and he sought out the shore of the sea. Now I should perhaps note here, ambulatum is an accusative supine here. I translated it as to walk. That's a purpose infinitive in English. Why did he go out? He went out to walk for the purpose of walking. You cannot use purpose infinitives in Latin, but you can say, like with a gerund, you could do ad ambulandum, or like here with the supine ambulatum. Ibi vero, there indeed, Neptunum talibus verbis oravit. He prayed to Neptune with such words. Now, talibus means such sort. It's related to the qualis word, which means of what sort, of which sort. It's a good word to remember. A lot of times people forget it. Talis, tale, such. So, there indeed he prayed to Neptune with such words. O Neptune inquit. He says, O Neptune, orote, I pray to you, I beseech you, I beg you, ut pulchrum taurum ad meam insulam mitas, that you send a beautiful bull to my island. Quim tibi marium omnium deo, qui magnos fluctos excitas tempestatesque sedare soles sacrificabo, which, that's the quim, I will sacrifice, way at the end, sacrificabo, to you, Tibi, the God of all seas, Deo Marium Omnium, who are accustomed, qui soles, to calm sedare, the great waves, who excite the great waves, that's the excitas, and who are accustomed to calm the storms, tempestates. So again, one more time on that qui clause, because I messed it up that first time. So the qui magnos fluctus excitas, who excite or stir up big waves, tempestatesque sedare soles, and are accustomed to calm storms. Okay, and then picking up next paragraph, Neptunus ex fundo maris, Neptune from the bottom of the sea, eum orantem audivit, heard him praying, et pulcherrimum magnumque taurum ad insulam Creta missit, and he sent a most beautiful and big bull to the island of Crete. quim sacrificare usit, whom he ordered to be sacrificed. And that's what Minos had said he was going to do with it, right? Okay, let's see. Minos ad taurum accedens. Minos approaching the bull, going up to the bull. Eum magna cum cura spectavit. Watched him or looked at him with great care. Okay, he's really inspecting this bull to make sure it's perfect. Postquam vero vidit taurum pulcherrimum esse. But after he saw that the bull was most beautiful, or perhaps even the most beautiful, noluit tam formosam bestiam Neptuno sacrificare. He did not want, noluit, to sacrifice so beautiful a beast to Neptune. Servos igitur suos id facere prohibuit. Therefore, igitur, he prohibited or prevented, prohibuit, his own slaves from doing that. That is to say, from sacrificing it to Neptune. Eosque usit, and he ordered them, the Eos, of course, refers to the slaves, alterum taurum ex stabula suo ad maris oram adducere. He ordered them to lead adducere another bull, alterum taurum, from his stable to the shore of the sea. O servi inquit, he says, O slaves, vobis impero, I order you all, ut taurum minus pulchrum ex stabulo meo sumatis, that you should take up a less beautiful bull from my stable. Curate tamen, yet take care, nevertheless take care, ut colore sit similis huic, that it be similar in color to this one, quim Neptunus misit, which Neptune sent. Now, I don't know about you, but I already see the problem in this. You're trying to trick a god here who sent you the bull in the first place. Don't you think he would recognize it? And if you know anything about Greek myths, you know that it doesn't turn out well for people who act against the gods. Vix haec dixerat, scarcely had he said these things. Haec is a neuter plural from hic haec hoc, meaning this. So thus I say these things. Scarcely had he said these things. Cum servi, when the slaves, qui severum atque superbum regim temebant, who feared, temebant, the strict or severe and haughty king, quam celerime potuerunt, as quickly as they could, imperata fecerunt, did his orders, his commands. Imperata are literally the things which have been ordered, but we would just say orders or commands. They, as quickly as possible, did his commands, did his orders. You could say did what he ordered if you wanted. Itaque, and so, ad stabulum cucurerunt, they ran to the stable, unde alterum taurum ad litus duxerunt, from which they led, duxerunt, another bull to the shore, ad litus. Quo sacrificato, with which having been sacrificed, in English we would probably just say with this one having been sacrificed, with this one sacrificed, meaning, of course, the other bull. Minos servos usit, Minos ordered his slaves, sacrum taurum, quim Neptunus miserat, ad stabulum agere, asque Januas claudere. So he ordered his slaves to drive agere, the sacred bull which Neptune had sent, quim Neptunus miserat, to the stable, ad stabulum, and to close the doors, atque Januas claudere. Okay, so he's hoping he can just hide it away, and it can be his secret bull to look at when he wants to. Nunc magna cura facite. Now act with great care, or do this with great care. Ut nemo hunc taurum videat, that no one should see this bull. Impero vobis, I order you all, ut eum bene in stabulo occultatis, that you should hide, ut occultatis, him well, eum bene, in the stable. Dende rex, then the king, laetus quod tam pulchrum taurum sibi paravit, happy because he had gotten or prepared for himself so beautiful a bull. Now, of course, how he got it was praying to the god and deceiving the god, saying he would sacrifice it. But he's happy now. Ad regiam suam rediet. returned radiant to his palace. Now, over in the margin, we can see a kind of image of, this is actually from a statue. It's from a statue of Hercules, which was found in the Antonine Baths, the Baths of Caracalla, as they're called. In this famous statue, when they first discovered it, it actually inspired the modern art of bodybuilding. So ancient Greeks and Romans did do bodybuilding. Of course, they didn't have all the same kinds of equipment we had, but they did have weights of various sorts, and there were people that managed to create quite massively powerful bodies like this. So again, this is a statue of Hercules. And the little leaf thing over his parts there, those were added in prudish Europe. If you go to museums today, a lot of times you'll see those little leaves still over the private parts area because our culture apparently can't handle that, although it was totally normal for the Greeks and Romans. So that is not original, okay? All right, Neptunus tamen, Neptune, nevertheless, facile omnia intellexit, easily understand everything, or understood everything. Intellexit is perfect tense, rather. Quae rex fecerat, everything which the king had done. Iratus igitur, therefore angry, and of course that refers to Neptune, ad ora maris venit, he came to the shore of the sea. Ad stabulam cucurrit, he ran to the stable. Ed janua aperta, and when the door opened, suum vidit taurum, he saw his bull, in stabulo inclusum, closed into the stable, or just in the stable. O improbe Minos, exclamavit. O wicked Minos, he shouted out. Me fallere voluisti, you wanted to deceive me. Efficiam igitur, I will therefore bring it about, I will effect, ut pulcherimus ille taurus, that most beautiful bull, quim tibi largitus eram, which I had bestowed upon you, or which I had generously given you, in saevum monstrum mutator, be changed, mutator, it's related to mutant in English, into a savage monster. And this is the so-called Cretan Bull. Now, the reason we have the picture of Hercules up there is that this is one of the labors of Hercules. He is sent by Eurystheus, the evil king, on a series of labors, and one of them is to get the Cretan bull. He has to bring it back alive to mainland Greece from the island of Crete. Haec verba locutus, having said these words, and of course that refers to Neptune, extabulo taurum qui ferocissimus factus erat emissit. He sent out, emissit, the bull from the stable, taurum extabulo, the bull which had been made most ferocious. Okay, so he stirred it all up, made it into a monstrous bull that attacks people and such, and tears up the countryside. Qui in homines impetum infestis cornibus suis faciens, who, and this refers to the bull, making an attack on people with his hostile horns, infestis cornibus, multos viros, multasque feminas, horrenda morte interfecit, killed many men, multos viros, and many women, multasque feminas, in a horrific death, horrenda morte. Incolae perteriti, the terrified inhabitants, quamquam funibus et hastis utebantur, although they were using ropes and spears, taurum huc et illuc Corinthim capere non poterant, were not able, non poterant, to catch the bull running here and there. Huc et illuc Corinthim, running here and there. Nec e tali periculo liberati sunt, nor were they freed, liberati sunt, from such danger, e tali periculo, donec Hercules, until Hercules, qui in Cretam venerat, who had come into Crete, illam saevissimam bestiam tandem capit, at last captured that most savage beast. Okay, well that concludes the first story of Fabulae Syrae here, 27, and I hope you learned a few things about Minos, about Hercules. And just as a little aside, this bull actually, part of the curse that that Neptune put upon him, so that Minos would have it even worse, is that he made his wife Pasiphae fall in love with the bull, and the famous inventor Daedalus made her a cow suit so she could have a love affair with the bull, and that's how the Minotaur, half man, half bull, came about. And then he hid it away in a labyrinth. Minos hid it away in a labyrinth which he had made by Daedalus again, the famous inventor. So this cues in with that story of the Minotaur, the Minotaur. All right. Well, that's it.